Hey, hey, my favorite people. We're in a twisted flow today. So let's get started on our mats. If you have any props, just set them up at the top of your mat and begin to get comfortable. Begin to let your gaze be heavy and ground into those sit bones. Let the knees fall open. And I want to feel you grow taller in your spine, lifting up through the crown of the head. So straighten up. Release those shoulders away from your ears and notice your breath here. Notice your inhales and exhales. Notice how it feels. The temperature, the texture, maybe even smells around you. Release those palms where they're comfortable on your knees. And set your intention here. Maybe it be part of your to-do list. Maybe it's a self-note, a thought, anything you might intend for your day ahead, your evening, your sleep. And then take a cleansing breath when you're ready, in through the nose and out through the mouth with an audible sigh. Keep releasing those shoulders away from your ears. Notice where your body makes contact with the mat. And we'll begin by dropping our chin to our chest, finding length in the back of that neck. And begin rolling over to the right, maybe making a full circular here, all the way up to the sky and over to the left. Connect in with that breath, so inhale over to the right. Exhale to the left. Take one more here. And release that chin to your chest. Stop here. And then inhale over to the left. Maybe making a full circle again. Or just sway left or right. Keep moving and breathing. We'll take one more circle here and we'll stop with that chin to our chest. Begin to open that gaze and rise that chin all the way up to the sky. Look up. Then come back to a neutral position. We're going to bring the left hand, right knee, right hand behind you. Lift up tall and bring that gaze over the shoulder if you can. Release back through center all the way to the left. Same thing. Lift up tall in that back arm and bring the gaze over the shoulder. Release back through center and we'll walk those hands out. Fold over. Surrender the crown here. Keep connecting with that breath throughout your entire practice. And know that this is your practice, your body. Do what feels good or don't at all. Let's lift up tall here, walking those hands in. We'll place the hands behind us, fingers face the glutes. Lift up tall. And then look up to the sky. Open that heart. Open that throat space by dropping the crown down. We'll come back through neutral and extend those legs long. Got to shift on my mat here. And windshield wiper out through the feet, all the way through those hips. I want you to feel it. Find stillness, point those toes to the sky, and inhale, rise, reach up. Exhale, fold forward, keep a straight spine. Take your time coming down to your feet or ankles. Keep activating those toes up to the nose. And we release the hands to maybe the shins, the ankles, the feet, the toes, whatever feels good for you. Just reach forward. Keep reaching for those dreams. We'll gently massage those legs, rise up tall. We'll bring both knees in, so bend those knees, flatten those feet, and guide those knees open wide. Soles of the feet touch, lift up tall. Feel that crown pull up, straighten the spine. And then hold on to the ankles, tuck those elbows in and hinge forward. Maybe grab onto the feet here, opening or closing, whatever feels comfortable. Maybe you need to move your heels away from your groin just a little bit more. Find length, open those hips. And then lift up tall, guide those knees through center. Give yourself a hug. Appreciate your body for coming to your mat. And then we'll straighten those legs out long again because we're in a twist. So bend that right knee, cross that right foot over the left leg. And then we'll inhale over to the left, or over to the right, hugging that right knee, placing the right hand behind you and lift up tall. On an exhale, gaze comes over the right shoulder, twist in deeper, activate those left toes, so keep pointing to the sky. Release back through center all the way to the left, gentle counteract here. And then release back through center, extend that right leg long. We'll bend the left knee, cross that left foot over the right leg. And on an inhale, twist over to the left, hugging that knee in, placing the right hand behind you. On an exhale, gaze comes over the left shoulder. Remember to activate those right toes. Deepen in. Twist here. Release back through center all the way to the right. Gentle counteract. And then come back through the center. Release that left leg long. We'll take a nice little windshield wiper here. And then we'll bend those knees again. Place the feet flat. We'll take boat. So holding onto the back of those legs, find your balance on your tailbone and your sit bones here. And then begin to peel the right foot up and the left foot follows, beginning to balance. Remember, long spine here, don't arch forward. Maybe release the hands, press the feet out, and breathe. Or bend those knees in, give yourself a nice big hug again. Say thank you for coming to my mat, my magic carpet. And we'll come up to standing at the top of your mat. Fix your clothing if you need to, and we'll shake it off, twisting left to right. Getting any creaks and cracks out. You might need, remembering to find our 6 foot distance here by bringing your arms out wide. And slow down, find stillness, roll those shoulders up and back, palms face forward, take a cleansing breath. Inhale, rise, reach up. Exhale, fold or touch. Inhale, rise, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way to the sky, reach up nice and tall, hands to heart center. On an exhale, we'll take 2 more half sun salutations. So inhale, rise, reach up. Exhale, fold, earth touch. Inhale, rise, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to the sky, reach up nice and tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. And by your side, one more. Inhale, rise, reach up. Exhale, fold, earth touch. Inhale, rise, flat back. Exhale, fold. This time, stay here a moment. Release the crown. Maybe you begin to hold onto the back of the feet. Pull that heart closer. Surrender the cervical vertebrae. And this time we'll stack each vertebrae. Rise up nice and tall and slow. Let the arms be heavy. And then maybe you shake it off a little bit in your mountain. Fix your clothes. Come into that mountain pose. Ground those feet. Engage the glutes. And we'll come to take fierce pose or chair. So inhale, rise, reach up, and exhale, sink those sit bones back. Bending those knees, reaching those arms up overhead. We dial the tailbone to the earth. Look down for your toes. Sink down a little deeper. Bring those hands to heart center and twist over to the right, dropping the left elbow, right knee if you can. Twisting here. Come back through center all the way to the left. Twist over. Drop that elbow to knee and look up. Come back through center and then fold over. Straighten those legs, earth touch. Inhale, rise, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, place the hands and step back for your plank position. Find your plank this first time. Really ground into those feet. Notice the breath and drop down through your push-up. Come all the way to the earth, flatten the tops of the feet and lift up for cobra. Maybe drop the forearms down for sphinx. Or take full up dog through your chaturanga. And we'll release the heart to the earth. Press the hands in, curl those toes under, and lift up for your first downward dog. Begin to walk your dog here. Rising those sit bones a little higher. We notice the breath. Find stillness. Come up high on those toes. And then all the way down to the heels. We'll inhale right leg to the sky and then exhale knee to nose. Foot comes up to the hands. Warrior one. Left heel drops down. Rise up. We'll release the hands back to the earth. Step that right foot here. Taking a vinyasa if you'd like. So come through that push-up. Take whatever your back needs or don't. Meeting me back in downward dog. Notice that breath here. Connect in. We'll inhale left leg to the sky and then exhale knee to nose. Foot comes up to the hands. Right heel drops down. Warrior one. Lift up tall. On an exhale, release those hands to the earth. Step that left foot back. Take a vinyasa here if you'd like, or skip it. We'll meet in child's pose. So bring those knees wide, big toes touch. Sink the hips back and walk the hands out. Surrender that crown to the floor. We calm the breath, we calm the mind. Let's tent the palms, keeping the fingers on the mat. Activating those forearms and then release back down. We'll walk the hands to the right. Maybe the left hand comes on top of the right. Unzip those ribs, breathe deep here. Fill up those lungs and then release. Come back through center all the way to the left. Maybe that right hand comes on top of the left. We'll unzip the ribs. And breathe deep. Open up. Find space. Come back through center. And we're going to lift the sit bones up. Curl those toes under. Rise all the way up into downward dog. Begin to look up at your hands and walk forward. Fold over. We'll stack each vertebrae, rise on up nice and tall. Rolling those shoulders up and back. Fix your clothes. And take a cleansing breath here. We'll inhale, rise, reach up, and this time exhale, sink those sit bones back again. Take that chair pose. Maybe you sink a little deeper, dial that tailbone to the earth and bring those hands to heart center. Twisting over to the right again, dropping the elbow to knee if you'd like. If you'd like to intensify, maybe try to balance on that right leg, picking the left foot up and not falling over. Release the left foot, come back through center, over, all the way to the left side. And if you'd like to challenge yourself, maybe pick that right foot up, begin to balance here. And then release the right foot down, come back through center and fold over, earth touch. We'll inhale, rise, flat back. Exhale, fold, earth touch. Bend those knees, place the hands. Come to your plank position. Take a vinyasa here if you'd like, or skip it. Meet me in downward dog. Let's inhale, right leg to the sky. Bend that knee, open the hip. And this time, exhale, knee to nose, foot comes between the hands. Drop that left knee, uncurl those toes, low lunge. On an inhale, rise, reach up. Sink those hips forward, open up. Let's bring those hands to heart center and twist over to the right. Dropping the left elbow to knee, taking that twist. Always wringing out our internal organs. Come back through center, release the hands to the earth, curl those left toes under, lift the knee. Inhale, high lunge. Sink down, reach up higher, grow taller. And we'll drop that left heel, come into warrior two, opening those hips. Keeping that right knee over ankle. And bring those arms into a T, gaze over the right hand. On an inhale, rise, reach up, bring that left hand down the leg or behind you, grow taller. On an exhale, right elbow, right knee, left hand comes up overhead, and then past that crown. Long line, finger to heel here. Breathe into that side body, hold it. And then inhale, rise, reverse, look up. Straighten that front leg, come back through warrior two and reach out for your triangle. Dropping down inside that right foot or ankle, left arm to the sky, look up. Let's release that left hand to the earth, down to the right foot. Hold on with the left hand as the right hand reaches up. Revolve triangle. Release that right hand back down, and then we'll inhale, rise up. Come into your warrior two. Bend that right knee again. We'll flip the right palm and reverse, look up. On an exhale, cartwheel all the way to the earth. Left hand to center. Right hand to the sky. Revolving again. We'll release the right hand outside the right foot and step back. Come into your plank. Take a vinyasa here. Skip it. Meet me in downward dog. Connect back with that breath. Maybe you take a cleansing breath here. Soothe yourself, your mind, your soul. Other side. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Bend that knee, open the hip. On an exhale, knee to nose. Foot comes between the hands. Stay high. Actually, we drop the right knee. Uncurl those toes. Inhale, rise, reach up. Sink forward. Extend through those arms. Lift up tall. On an exhale, hands come through heart center and twist over to the left. Dropping that elbow to knee if you'd like. Twisting here. Bring out that spine, your joints. Come back through center, release the hands to the earth. We'll curl those right toes under, lift the knee. Inhale, rise, reach up, high lunge. On your next exhale, let's drop that right heel down. Come into warrior two. Bringing that right foot parallel to the back of the mat. Gaze is over the left fingers. We'll flip the left palm, rise and reverse, look up. On an exhale, left elbow, left knee, right hand comes up overhead. And then past that crown, long line, finger to heel here. Open that side body, reach out further, keep breathing. We'll inhale, rise, reverse, left arm to the sky. Begin to straighten that front leg, come back through warrior two. And we'll drop down for a triangle inside the left foot, ankle. Stack those shoulders and maybe you look up. Notice your breath. We'll release the right hand all the way to the left. Holding on with the right hand, the left arm reaches up. Twist here, revolving, triangle. Release that left hand back up, down. And we'll inhale, come back into warrior two. Bend that left knee again. We'll flip the left palm, rise and reverse. And then on an exhale, we'll cartwheel all the way to the earth. Right hand to center. Pivot on those right toes. Left hand to the sky, revolving again. In our extended side angle. Release the left hand to the earth and step the left foot back. Coming to your plank pose. Take a vinyasa here. And we'll come into downward dog again. Notice that breath. Begin to look up at your hands and walk forward. Fold over. Stack those vertebrae and rise up nice and tall. Shake it off. This time we're going to bring our feet as wide as our mat. We interlace those fingers behind you. Roll those shoulders down and back. Look up. And then on an exhale, hinge forward. Lead with that heart all the way to the earth. Bring those hands up overhead. Release those hands when you're ready. Grab on each elbow. Take your ragdoll. Sway side to side. Take a micro bend in the knees if you need it. Maybe you shake your head yes and no, releasing that cervical vertebrae. Maybe you just sway side to side, connect in here. We'll release the hands to the earth, find stillness, right hand to center, left hand to the sky. Maybe you straighten those legs and look up. Release that left hand to center, right hand to the sky. Straighten those legs and look up. Release that right hand back to the earth. And we'll stack the vertebrae, rise on up nice and tall. Rolling those shoulders up and back, come to your mountain. Take a cleansing breath here if you need it. Coming into that chair pose again, we'll inhale, rise, reach up, and exhale, sink the sit bones back. Come into your chair, dial that tailbone down a little further. Bring those hands to heart center. We're twisting again, over to the right, dropping that elbow to the knee if you like. Maybe this time you begin to open those hands, flourish open. Maybe you begin to balance on that right foot again. Release that foot down, come back through center in prayer, and then over to the left. Bring that elbow to knee if you'd like. Maybe you'd like to open the arms. Maybe you balance on that left foot. Bring your gaze wherever is comfortable. Release that right foot, come back through center, fold over those legs, straighten out. Let's inhale, rise, flat back. Exhale, fold. We'll place the hands, bend the knees, step back for that plank. Take a vinyasa here if you'd like, or skip it. Come into that downward dog. Take child's pose if you need it. We'll inhale and rise that right leg to the sky. Bend that knee up in the hip. Maybe roll the foot here a second. Connect with your breath. And then knee to nose. Foot comes between the hands. We'll drop the left heel down. Warrior one. Inhale, rise, reach up. Grow up taller. Let's release those hands behind you. Interlace those fingers. Taking humble warrior, roll those shoulders down and back. Look up. And then hinge forward. Drop that heart to your knee, inside the foot. Bring the gaze to the earth. The arms come up overhead. Release that bind. Inhale, rise up. Come back into warrior one. And we'll release the hands to the earth. Step that right foot back. Coming into that plank, we'll take a vinyasa here. Meeting me in downward dog. Let's inhale, left leg to the sky. Bend that knee, open the hip. Keep connecting in. Roll that ankle. On an exhale, knee to nose, foot comes between the hands. Right heel drops, warrior one. Inhale, rise up. Other side. Grow up taller in those fingertips, and then release the hands behind you. Grab onto the hands. Roll those shoulders down and back. Look up. And then we'll hinge forward into humble warrior. Dropping that heart to knee, letting the hands come up overhead. Release that bind. Inhale, rise up. Come back into your warrior one. Release the hands to the earth. Step the left foot back. Taking that last vinyasa if you like. We'll meet in child's pose. Take a breath here. Maybe you tuck those knees in a little bit. Bring the arms alongside the body. Palms face up. Surrender here for a breath or two. Don't hold it. Connect with your prana. If you'd like to take rabbit, hold on to those heels with the hands and then roll onto the crown. Lift the sit bones. Hold on to those heels and really press to open up that back body. And release the sit bones. We'll slide the hands under shoulders and lift up in a tabletop. Fix your clothing if needed. Getting those hands under shoulders, knees under hips. We'll take our cat and cow, so drop the belly, lift the chin, curl those toes under. On an exhale, flatten the tops of the feet, curl the spine, press into those palms, crown of the head is heavy. Keep moving with your breath, maybe holding a position if you need it. Maybe wiggling your tail time to time. Maybe not doing anything at all and staying in child's pose. We'll find stillness, come to neutral. Fix your crazy hair. Let's extend that right leg behind us, press the toes. Your toes face the earth, press through the heel, lift up. Begin to activate that core. In balancing table, we'll peel the left hand up, reach through center. And then maybe swing that left hand behind you, bend that right knee, grab onto the foot and open up. And then gently release back at a table. We'll extend that left leg long, press through the heel, toes face the earth, activate that core. In balancing table, peel the right hand up, reach through center, long line. Maybe you scoop the right hand behind you, bend that left knee, grab onto the foot and open up. Release back into your table. Take a cat and cow. We'll thread the needle here, so come to a neutral spine. Starting with the right hand, we'll rise that right arm 3 times. So inhale, right arm to the sky, look up. Exhale, thread that hand through, hover the shoulder here, stop. Inhale, rise, reach up. Exhale, thread that hand through, hover the shoulder. One more, inhale, rise, reach up. Exhale, thread that hand through, hover the shoulder a moment, and then release all the way down. Begin to walk that left hand out. Bring out those shoulders, the muscles, the bones, your joints, your fascia. Maybe the left arm rises the sky. Point that thumb away from you. Drop the hand. Create the bind with that right hip. Maybe you shift the weight to the right knee. Extend that left leg long. Start by just pressing those left toes into the earth. And then maybe you lift that foot. Point the toes, balancing here and twisting. Release that left knee, release the left arm all the way out. Slide that hand under your shoulder, lift up, right arm to the sky. And then release back into table. Same thing, other side. Inhale, left arm to the sky, look up. Exhale, thread that hand through, hover the shoulder. Inhale, rise to the sky, look up. Exhale, thread through, hover that shoulder. One more, inhale, rise, look up. Exhale, thread that left arm through, hover that shoulder, and then release all the way down. Walking that right hand out. Begin to settle in here. Maybe that right arm rises to the sky, thumb faces away. Drop that hand. Create the bind if you can. Maybe you shift the weight into the left leg, the right leg extends long. Begin to pick that right foot up if you can. Point the toes, balance, and breathe. It's okay if you fall over. And then gently release that right foot. Release that bind in the right hand, and then slide the right hand under your shoulder. Lift up, left arm to the sky. And release back at a table. We'll take a cat and cow. Begin to sit back on your heels. Shifting the weight off the hands. And then extend those legs long. We'll take a nice windshield wiper out on those hips. Feel it all the way down. Lift up tall. Point those toes to the sky and inhale, rise, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Reach for those dreams. Maybe you find a little bit more length this time. Gently massage those legs, rising on up tall. And take a sip of water if you need it. We'll come onto our back. Rolling those knees into our chest. Take your time here. Release that low back. Rocking side to side with your feet flat or your knees curled in. Massage that low back. Maybe that's sciatica. Maybe create little circles with both knees here. We'll come to neutral, find stillness. Extend those feet to the sky. Press through the heels, invisible legs up the wall. Release the arms alongside the body. And point and flex the feet. Maybe roll the ankles in both directions. Drain that stagnant fluid in our body. Find stillness. We'll curl those knees into the chest. And then release the heels behind the glutes, flattening those feet. Release those palms alongside the body, and then we're going to press the hips up, curl those shoulders in, zip up the knees, squeeze the glutes, long line, shoulders to heels here. Notice your breath and then release to the earth. We're going to cross the right ankle over left knee, so creating a figure 4 here. Keeping that left foot on the earth, we place pressure into that right knee, opening the hip. Stay here. Maybe you thread that needle, grabbing onto the back of the thigh, or maybe onto the shin. Pull that right hip closer and open. Find space here. Breathe into those hips. Maybe you pull in a little closer or press that knee away. Whatever feels good for you. Release that bind, that left foot to the earth, and keep that ankle crossed. We're going to twist over to the left, so drop that right heel all the way to the earth. Figure 4 twist. Extend those arms out into a T. Gaze comes over the right shoulder. Begin to lift up through center. Release that right ankle. Other side to cross that left ankle over the right knee. Press into the left knee. Open up the hip here. If you'd like to thread those hands through, grab onto the thigh or the shin, bringing that right hip closer. Notice your breath here as it calms down. Maybe it gets cooler. Release that bind, release that right foot to the earth. And then we'll bring that left foot all the way to the right side, dropping it to the earth. Creating a figure 4 twist here. We open the arms into a T as the gaze comes over the left shoulder. Find space. Allow yourself to twist and flow. Bring those knees back up through center. Release that right foot or left foot. Curl those knees into your chest and take happy baby. Grabbing onto the outsides of the feet. Pulling those knees into our shoulders. Flattening the spine here. Release those legs long. Find your Shavasana. Fix your clothes. Put your socks on. Whatever you might need for a few minutes. Take a cleansing breath like I just did. And let those feet fall open. I'm going to stay here with you. Soften those ankles. Release the kneecaps and ground those hip bones, rooting us. Feel that low belly rise and fall. As your lungs fill up and press against all the organs. And as they release, we find space here in the abdomen. Begin to soften those shoulders, the wrists, the fingertips, soften. Release that tongue from the roof of your mouth. Soften your brow. Open your crown. Notice your breath. Notice the texture, the temperature, the smells. Notice where your entire back body makes contact with the earth, with your magic carpet. Notice how your entire front body is exposed to the elements around you. Feeling the tingle on your skin and where your clothes make contact. Notice where your physical body lies here in the now. Be present. Begin to come back, wiggling those fingers and toes. We wiggle our nose, scrunch up your face. And maybe you extend those arms up overhead, reach out, grow longer. Take a cleansing breath or yawn here. And curl those knees into your chest when you're ready. Cradling those knees in and fall to your comfortable side. cradling the head with your arm as Mother Earth cradles you. As we slowly disconnect our back body, knowing that she's always here to recharge us if needed. Remember to appreciate and love yourself for coming to your mat. We'll press into the top hand, extend that top leg long and lift up. Come into your easy seated position, however that is for you. Looking calmed and soothed, relaxed. Let's bring those hands to heart center. Press those palms together. Take a cleansing breath with a nice sigh. Let it go. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you.